Yeah, I think they are kind of in a do you say juxtaposition?
Juxtaposition,
It's a juxtaposition. Because the way Sharon uses her power is very much like a diplomat or like a politician, or she reads the people in the room, she reads Lydia, what she's looking for, what she's demanding from the music, from the sound of the body of the orchestra. And Sharon tries to translate that and get that out of the people, but with going towards them, not just demanding it. So she has a different approach. But nevertheless, she is with Lydia. And I think she admires the way she runs her position. And I think Sharon thinks that's a very good couple together
it's very symbiotic.
Yeah, symbiotic, because she takes over a certain trait that Sharon doesn't have, and vice versa. She's very reliant on Sharon making everything happen, So
but, it is a fairy tale in a way. I mean, there's very few, hardly any women who are in positions of the concertmaster who Nina plays, which is a really vital and powerful, influential member of that, in classical music. And then the maestro who steps up onto the podium, and still for women, even though there are some extraordinary female conductors, there always have been, they just haven't been provided the opportunity. As a woman stepping up onto the podium, 70% of their energy is having to push the politics of that step up, outside, so they can simply be the extraordinary musicians that they are. But the film's not about that. It's really the fact that they're in a same-sex relationship, the fact that they're women in a very hierarchical, white male-dominated canon. It's a kind of a. It's a texture to the film, but it's not the narrative. It's not the story.
And that's what I loved about it, that it doesn't. It's a normal thing, It doesn't get discussed, or that it's something special. None of it. Not that these two women have these powerful positions, which is rare in reality, and not that they're a lesbian couple. None of that matters, and that's this normality. I really love that Todd had written that into the script, and then was looking for that also. It was never a topic, really. No, we never discussed it. It was just a given.
This was,
Yeah, that's really interesting. Thank you. A lot of ways, if that makes sense.
No, it does make sense. Yeah, no, I mean, this is a character who is very dismissive about her gender. She's very dismissive about other women who are in her vocation, but that's also very self-serving for her. She's interested in patriarchal power. She's interested in being part of the legacy that's come before her. She wants to be mentioned in the same breath of Von Karajan or Bernstein or Abbado or people like that. And that serves her own legacy obsession, and that's sort of her dilemma, amongst other things, right? This film is concerns of power. Yes, it has a classical music component, obviously, and we're in this very particular milieu. And yes, her vocation is a conductor-composer. But the main idea is that we wanted to build this sort of thing where you could walk around and really examine how does power work. Who benefits, who doesn't. How omnidirectional it is, and how complicit it is. Right. And everybody is complicit with her, right? She's not sitting up there alone. She's there because she's allowed, because there's a benefit to other people. But I think that we see so much, and we have seen so much historically, and it's always patriarchal. There's a very good reason for that. Men have held power, and I think we all have a very quick and efficient reaction when we hear about men who abuse their positions of power. So it was important that this character not be a man, because it afforded, hopefully, an opportunity to actually look at how power actually corrupts individuals, as opposed to just that it's genderless. It's a phenomenon. If you touch it, it's going to contaminate you.